Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Fruit of Grisaia. Oh boy, what are we talking about here with habits? Habits are persistent things. Even when your circumstances change, they tend to stay with you. Take meal times for example. I eat at 7 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon, and 7 in the evening. If you know the time, you know how full my stomach is. My sleep patterns are even easier to understand. Unless I'm working or have something to do, my eyelids naturally grow heavy after 10 p.m., and I'm asleep by 11 p.m. at the latest. And even if I don't set an alarm, my eyes open every morning to find the clock reading 4:45 in the morning. You get like 5 hours of sleep? 5 to 6 hours of sleep? Eesh. After spending 15 minutes half asleep in bed, I slowly rouse myself, I guess? Yeah, rouse myself, I guess. I guess that works. And apply the eye drops I keep cool in the refrigerator. Next, I drank a bottle of oolong tea, replenishing the fluids I had lost through sweating in my sleep. A quick check of the weather outside my window, and I change into my sweats and head out for my daily run. These are more rules than habits for me at this point. Today, as usual, I alternated jogging with wind sprints, responding to the echo of the drill instructor's whistle inside my head. At this very moment, outside my empty dorm room, a far from routine incident was beginning to take shape. I was heading back to my room after my run, planning on a quick shower and some breakfast, when I noticed something unusual. Sulemani was skillfully moving her slippered feet down the stairs, careful not to make the slightest sound. The instant I saw her movements, precisely those of an agent on an infiltration mission, I instinctively hid myself in the shadows. I'm now watching her every move. Sulemani, that woman, could it be? There's a cold, sticky sweat on my forehead, and it's not the product of my daily exercise. Am I her target? Mani's holding a key in her right hand. Glancing cautiously around her surroundings, she moves to my door. She takes great care to unlock it with gradual, silent movement. Just as I thought, it's my room. I consult my watch. It's still early morning. There's only one reason to sneak quietly into a man's room at this hour. Is this going towards that scene? Oh god, I think I know this scene. Assassination. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe that Sulemani is an agent working for some unknown civilization. But now that I think back, there were a lot of things that didn't make sense. She was aggressively friendly to me from our very first meeting, never showing a hint of embarrassment at pushing herself onto me, and yet she's never showed any particular interest in my past. Just how convenient is that for me? Her lack of interest in my past makes sense if she's already received an overview of my background. At a glance, she's just your typical horny big sister role player. But I swear by the end of this visual novel, we're going to have a whole paragraph describing her. But that could be a front hiding a killing machine. A woman who takes lives as naturally as she draws breath. I hadn't read her that way. But that's probably because I let down my guard. Unbelievably sloppy. If my master was alive, she'd knock me on my ass for this one. A convenient woman like that is obviously too good to be true. But even as I reproach myself, my chest is burning with bitter sadness. Oblivious to my silent regret, Amani eases my door open and begins to inch her way inside. Amani speaks in a whisper, probably a safeguard against the possibility that I've awoken earlier than she'd expected. When there's no response, she continues to move into the room. I quietly follow, concealing myself in the shadows to avoid alerting her to my presence. I wouldn't worry about that, Amane. Of course she finds my bed empty. Amane looks around the room quickly, and after a moment opens the door to my bathroom and pokes her head in to continue her search. Why would you... Okay. What exactly was she planning to say if I had been taking a shower? Oh, okay. Say, what? Wait a second. Sulemani, Did you seriously just sneak in here for that idiotic... No, hold on. Could she have noticed my presence? Is this all just a purposeful farce? Sulemani, you're a hell of a woman. Very well, let's just see how long you can keep up this little act. Yep, this is going in towards that particular scene. Mind your own business. I'm working on it at my own pace. They're going in the laundry later anyway, and I was going to finish them after my run, okay? She's finally ready to lay her trap? Or not. Amani picks up the bottle and starts to gather my scattered clothes from the floor. And she's sniffing it. For some reason, Amani unfolds the clothes in front of her face, buries her nose into them, and begins inhaling their scent. Why are you sniffing it then? Sulemani, are you a dog? Mm-hmm. Or rather... Oh, okay. A person in heat? Are you a pervert, Sulemani? Hey, what now? Why are you staring at my bed? Wait, you... Don't tell me. Yeah, yourself. Did you seriously just jump out of my bed? Yep, it's this scene. Oh god, I still have that one stuck in my head just because of how funny. I even have this one saved as a GIF. If you're that curious about it and you're on my Discord, just ask me about the GIF. And now she's pressing her face into my sheets and snuffling loudly. Don't stick your face in my bed. Don't shake your ass around. Don't shake your ass. This is girl's really the... This girl really is a dog in human form. Oh god. If you press your nose against the covers and inhale over and over, of course you're gonna get a little lightheaded from a lack of oxygen. More importantly, is this what I think it is? If I'm reading this correctly... Yeah. This woman is in fact a big sister roleplayer. Well, so much for the assassination plot, isn't it? Allow me to correct myself. This woman is in fact a sex-crazed maniac, big sister roleplayer. Yep, we're adding even more adjectives and nouns in front of everything. Drunk on the man stink that's apparently lingering in my bedsheets, Amani wriggles her body, breathing roughly through her nose. But watching her shameful display, I feel more relieved than anything else. At the very least, there's no assassin this stupid. Now that I think this over calmly, there's no way anyone would arrange such an elaborate assassination for me. A traffic accident would be more economical, and the cleanup after the fact would be much less troublesome. All that suddenly ridiculous tension I had been filled with leaks out of my mouth. At this point, I finally noticed that I'm very thirsty. Moving relatively quiet, I open the door to my fridge and retrieve a large bottle of a sports drink. I twist the cap off and drink directly from the bottle, gulping down a mouthful of cold liquid. As the chill soaks into my parched throat, the electrolytes course through my strained body. I realized just how worked up I had been over nothing. Meanwhile, she's still doing it on the bed. With her fantasy, I begin I apparently begun to reach my hand towards Amane's underwear. She's very concerned about this for some unclear reason. At this rate, I'm gonna get a lovely masturbation show for your charge. What to do? Maybe the gentlemanly thing would be to go back outside, then noisily pretend to return. With that thought, I start to return the drink to the fridge, but just as I separate my mouth from the 2-liter bottle, the liquid inside sloshes around vigorously, making a surprisingly loud sound. Unfortunately, that sound shatters Amane's delusion just as she's begun a slow, inviting wriggling of her hips. She springs out of bed, her eyes wide open. There's no time to hide. I'm standing there with a sports drink in my hand, staring at Amane, and she's staring right back. Please just say the whole time. For a while now. Close enough. If I honestly tell Amane that I saw the whole thing, she might be hurt. Maybe I should be considerate and tell her I didn't see anything, but at this point, that would be way too barefaced. That'd be a lie, yeah. So the middle ground would be to say, I only saw the last part? Let's see. I think it was... Yuzuku. You can't, Yuzuku. Or maybe stop, restrain yourself. They actually animated the sweat on her. That's funny. What's wrong? You're sweating like crazy. You want some of this sports drink? I already took a swig, though. Is? Why? Should I have sung a song to get... Should I have sung a song to help you get in the mood? What? Alright then. Her legs buckling underneath her, Amane drops to the floor with a thud, covers her face with both hands, and breaks down in hysterical tears. Look, I'm the one who should be screaming here. Coming back to your room to find a woman about to pleasure herself in your bed, I don't remember learning an appropriate response to this scenario. I don't think anyone has learned an appropriate response to this scenario. Look on the bright side, at least things broke up before you started rubbing my pillow between your legs, right? Oof. Oof. Hey, Amane! Amane pushes past me and runs away screaming, still hiding her face in her hands. Although from the state of her ears, I can infer that it's a bright red. What am I supposed to do with this woman? I don't think there's anything he could have done. It's hardly that big a deal. But apparently I'm the only one that thinks so. A good hour later, it's time for school, but Amane's locked herself in her bathroom, and shows no signs of emerging. Ooh, boy. I don't think she has dysentery. Machina, just stop. Just stop, Machina. It's not helping you. That actually would make sense, though. Just stop. Stop. Well, the exact details aren't any of my business, but it seems that Machina's persistent siege eventually convinced Amane to leave the bathroom.
まったくもうあまねえのせいですっかり遅くなっちゃったのよさ。もう走らないと遅刻なのよ。
If this is exactly as I remember it from the show, I'm going to laugh if we do what I think we're about to do.
だからごめんってば。
Don't be too harsh. Mane has her reasons.
ごめんね、お兄ちゃんにまで付き合わせちゃって。ほら、あまねえも謝りなさい。ごめん。
Don't worry about it. This is almost my fault in a way.
つうか、あんたのせいでしょうが。っていうか、何があったのよさ。
Swear I would say you're too young, but I don't think we want to give that answer either. I'll tell you when you're a little... That's basically what we just said. I'm not Yuji, I swear.
話さなくていいから、一生黙ってていいから、お願いだから。
Take it to the grave, yeah. You can practically see the question mark floating over Machina's head as she tries to get a grasp on the situation. Meanwhile, Amane seems to be trying to get through this by force of will alone. The three of us leave the dorm and begin to run toward our classroom. What's wrong, Machina? You're falling behind. Run! How far away is the dorm from the school? Alright then, Machina, I'll teach you a wonderful song that makes running more enjoyable. It's called a running cadence. At my old school, we sung these all the time when we had to run. Repeat after me, God. Oh, yeah, that's this. Sulemani is a person in heat. Rolling around in a man's bed sheets. I loved this scene. It was so funny. I just look at this illustration. She's just so... It's just so innocent, and she's about ready to lose her mind. Meanwhile, we're about as deadpan as can be over here. Good for you. I don't think we meant to say that in English, but okay. Good for me. Okay, good for you. Oh, no, it is good for you. Good for me. Okay. Good. What? What is this? Machina doesn't get it, but it's funny. Well, shall we take a leisurely walk and sing some more nice nursery rhymes instead? Amane's gonna hate us for a week, at least. Although I'd been considerately trying to turn the whole incident into a joke so that we could laugh it off together, things didn't wrap up that neatly. Machina enjoyed the cadence call more than I expected, and when she got Sachi to join in a loud chorus during PE class that day, our classmates naturally started asking about the lyrics. Oh no! Oh no! Amanda's response was to hang her head deeply and vaguely mumble, "I don't even care anymore." The smile on her face at that moment was truly hollow. I love that scene. It's so goofy, but I loved it because it was so funny. Why are you muffled sounding? The moment I leave my room, I'm met with a shrill voice from the lobby.
それでもたまには全くしょうがないわねって言いながら参加してくれるのが優しさってもんじゃない。
She's not a tsundere like you, Michiru.
たまにでいいなら今日は参加しなくてもいいってことよね。
She's not wrong.
あんたはまた人のあげ足とって。
From what I can gather, Michiru's trying to drag Sakaki into some sort of group event. So do those two dislike each other after all? I ask Amane, who's watching the fight from the sidelines, to clear up a point of confusion.
仲が悪いってわけじゃないと思うけど、ほら、お互いの性格がね。
I see. They do clash a little. At least a little bit. Michiru tries to bring things together as everyone's leader, while Sakaki avoids excessive contact with those around her. It's only natural that these two would come into conflict pretty frequently. I didn't think about it that way.
この年になってまでおままごとを楽しむ気はないわ。
あんたね、いい加減にしないと私も本気で怒るわよ。
そう、それなら私にも考えがあるわ。
うん。
だ、別にそんなの全然怖くないんだから。
She's not acting scared, so that's actually true too. Apparently Mitsuru's the bear. Judging from the way that she isn't backing down even with that box cutter in her face, Mitsuru's gotten a little heated herself. Shouldn't we stop this?
そうね、二人が言い合うのはいつものことだけど、そろそろマキナも怖がり始めたし。
Yeah, probably. That would make sense. So hi, Makina. I looked down to find Makina hiding behind Amane's back, watching the scene fearfully. If you two want, I could try to calm them down.
それなら大丈夫。私たちには大魔人がついてるから。
Powerful demon lord? What? A demon lord?
じゃあ、さっちゃん、お願いね。わかりました。
Everyone's here apparently now. And so the fearsome demon lord, or rather Sachi, slowly advances towards her prey. You crazy? Sachi's obviously not cut out for this role.
やっぱそう思う？
What is she gonna do? No offense to Sachi, but when it comes to stopping an argument, I think you'd be more effective, Amane.
普通はそう考えるわよね。でも実際は違ったの。
There's a precedent?
そう。あれはユージ君以外のみんなが揃ってすぐの頃だったと思うけど。その時も今と同じようなことが起こって、最初は私が止めに入ったんだけど、結局二人は言い合いをやめてくれなかった。
I like how I don't understand why we're echoing, but it's fine.
それで藁をもつかむ勢いでさっちゃんにお願いしてみたんだけど、そしたら
She pulled it off?
しかも私やマキナが驚くくらいバシッとね。あの時のサッチかっこよかったのよさ。
I don't know what she said. This is a little hard to swallow, honestly.
それはこれから起こることを見てれば嫌でも納得できるわよ。
Alright. Seeing is believing, is it?
みちる様、榊さん。何よ、サチ。今私ちょっと忙しいんだけど。
私も話なら後で聞くわ。
あまねさんにお願いされているので、それだと少し困るというか。
Oh.
それより早くその物騒なものをしまいなさいよ。
ならそっちが先に考えを改めてくれる？
Doesn't seem like it's working so far.
私は二人にお話があります。
I like how the snake and the bear are even also like, hey!
みんなが困っているので、喧嘩をやめてくれませんか？
Is she just giving off like the saddest looking face ever?
やだなあ、サチ。私たちは別に喧嘩してたわけじゃないわよ。ねえ、榊さん。
the bear and snake right now.
そうね、松島さん。
What the hell is that? She just asked them and she did a crappy job of it.
効果てきめんでしょ?
Yeah, I don't know how that worked, but okay. True, the wind has completely gone out of Michiru and Saki's sails.
きっとサチ二人の前でブチぬわーって顔してるんだよ。
I actually kinda wanna know what this face is, but I guess we probably won't find out that soon, huh?
どうして広島弁出た? 今。
I don't shit that many accents. I see, so this is the nature of her demonic powers. Hey, Michiru. Seeking further details, I captured Michiru as she totters away from the scene.
何よあんた。こんな突然。
Why did you stop arguing just now?
あんたはまだ本気のサチを見たことがないから、そんなことが言えるのよ。
Sachi has a serious mode?
そう。よく目で人を焦がすとか言うでしょ。
I think the phrase is if looks can kill, not thrill. I've heard of looks could kill. Not usually, I swear.
そうとも言うやつ。サチのあれはまさしくそれよ。
In other words, when Sachi needs to, she could fire a glare powerful enough to kill.
その通り。しかもあの目は間違いなく10万馬力は出てるわね。
100,000 horsepower? What? What? Michiru continues to mumble to herself as she sits down on the nearby sofa.
やっぱり私、小峰さんが一番苦手だわ。
Sakaki, for her part, is unusually pale in the face.
これが一見気の弱そうなさっちゃんがクラス委員を任されている理由。
I really don't know how to feel about the fact that we don't know what this face is.
ここには個性の強い学生が集まってるから、いざって時みんなに言うことを聞かせられる人間がいないとまずいじゃない？で、それができるのは私じゃなくさっちゃんだったってわけ。
So it seems.
さっちゃんはよくわかりましたって言って何でも頼み事を引き受けてくれるけど、さっちゃんのわかりましたは私たちにとって問題の解決とイコールなの。
That's just her nature, though. You really place a lot of trust in Sachi's ability.
そうなのよ。実は怒らせると一番怖いのはサッチンかもしれないんだから。ガオーって。
She just went gao. Also, I like the fact that they I know they misspelled it intentionally, so it's because it fits Machina, the fur with an E. It seems like I may have been underestimating Sachi. Hey, Sachi.
Hi.
There's more to you than meets the eye. That was pretty impressive.
ありがとうございます。
I don't know anything about that.
さて、榊さんも参加してくれる気になったみたいだし、早速ボードゲーム大会を始めましょうか。
Oh, it's a board game tournament, really. Not fun. Don't worry about the noise. I'm the type who can sleep next to train tracks.
何言ってるの？ユージ君もやるのよ。
What?
みんなで遊ぶって言ってるんだから、当然あんたも入ってるに決まってるでしょうが。私も強制参加させられているのだから、分かっているわよね。
Basically saying if I'm being forced into it, you're being forced into it. I see what you're saying.
なのよね、サッチン。
はい。
I don't see any problem with playing with board games. Just as long as it's not Monopoly, that thing ruins friendships. That is a dangerous game to play right there, Monopoly. Oh god. They've been going at it like cats and dogs just moments ago, but all of a sudden it's an utterly united front. Might be a little late in the game to realize it, but I seem to have ended up in a pretty troublesome school. Yeah, you're a little late on that now.
A 液と B 液を混ぜる作業、何度やっても手が震えてくる。
Well, this is a way to end it on a tense moment. Anyway, that'll be it for this episode of the Fruit of Grisaia. I will see you guys on the next episode. I just don't know what to think of this right now. I'm just reading this like, are they doing chemistry instead of a board game? What is this? What board game is this? Nah. So, I'll see you guys in the next episode or live stream that I do. And until then, I will catch all you guys again later on.